Dude, I don't know if I honestly am starting to think that like the reason Tate was so popular is because you know how he had a Yahoo manager?
Yeah.
Bro, I honestly think they put a spell or something.
No, not a spell. They just know everybody that can just blow this.
Or they did hypnosis. No.
You think it's deeper than that?
100%.
On some black magic shit?
100%.
Really?
Yeah. They admitted to it. What do you mean?
What do you mean?
Bro, they did like hypnosis on Tate.
Say wallah.
Wallahi, look it up right now.
about?
𝐂𝐤𝐳𝐬 or something like that,
Play
bro.
it.
Guy's like a super dude.
Can you play it?
I'm not. I can't. I'm not logged in X right now.
Then play this, bro. Play this.
You guys know about that, right? I'm starting to think it was like a spell they put through him that worked on the world, or I don't know, dude.
Nah, bro.
But dude,
bro,
I'm telling you, when I listen to him talk, like he doesn't even sound smart anymore. He doesn't even sound smart anymore. I'm like, what was
going on?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. Ever since
Either
he lost that
look at either we elevated in wavelength past Tate, right?
I think
now we're looking down on him, or there was a spell back at the time.
No, I agree with the first one. Why? Because fam, when we followed Tate, we did not follow Islam as priority. And then when we found Islam, everything else became a byproduct. The good, like I'm not saying Tate has all bad takes, bro. Tate had a lot of good takes. But if you take the good takes from Tate, it's all related to Islam.
Look who just commented in the chat.
Who? Canyon
Mims. He was also in Tate's group. Haha, I know Iggy personally. He is an expert hypnotist. Bro, I'm not making that up.
Wait, who is Iggy?
His Yahoo manager that ran the war room, his private group. He hated me too, bro. He hated me.
Really?
Yeah, big time.
Okay, but bro, like fam, like on some real like stuff right now, though. Like you're saying, I don't think it's a spell for the entire world. If that was the case, then Netanyahu probably got that type of power, bro.
But if they did it to him and it worked through, bro, like maybe it was hypnosis that influenced his body language and speak.
Bro, in my opinion, I was always so baffled at how every single time he had an interaction back in 2023 or 2022 that he never ever had he never stuttered or like messed up.
Mad articulate, yeah.
Bro, he was mad articulate in every single instance. Like he was able to like make himself look like he was like the humble one throughout when he needed to, and then he was the ego one when he needed to.
Yeah,
it was crazy.
Yeah. It was insane.
Ever since that boxing match, though.
It could also be like a lot of us needed to hear the stuff Tate had to say
in order for us to wake up to Islam.
And yeah, in order for us to wake up to Islam, bro. Man, not just to wake up to Islam, just like wake up how to, deal with women to an extent. And then Islam like perfects the red pill.
Dude, I used to watch him all the time, bro.
Like even a lot of the stuff Myron says is facts, but he just gets so much wrong too.
Cute. Not a lot nowadays.
I don't watch him a lot,
bro.
Nowadays. I never watch him,
bro. You don't understand. I used to work at 𝐒𝐿 at 6 a.m. in the morning, pushing carts with the headphone in my
Fresh and Fit,
just spamming Fresh and Fit the whole time.
What?
Yes, bro.
What year?
2021. I was an original, bro. Before 100K subs, bro.
No way.
I was the original fan, bro.
Before Tate was even on.
Bro, I knew Tate before people knew who Tate was, bro.
Okay.
Tate, bro, his first big thing was when he went on Fresh and Fit.
Yeah.
And that wasn't even big for him. You know what I'm saying? Like then he started blowing up because of all his clips and all these different things, and people started like making videos about him, like his whole, the whole scandal with the prostitution stuff right there, right? But bro, before that he was on Fresh and Fit. But bro, I was a fan. It was like Myron and them, and then it was Tate.
And you were listening OD.
Oh, every single hours and hours on end, bro. I OD'd on the red pill, bro. I OD'd on that, bro.
Wow.
And then I hit rehab, and my rehab was the Quran.
MashaAllah.
SubhanAllah. I love you, bro.
Love you too, bro.
Can we watch this video, bro?
The two biggest idols in his life, me and Ye.
Stuggy.
Dude, even to call yourself an idol, oh my gosh. It's like, how do you still call yourself Muslim, bro? Out of all the words to use. This is what I was talking about. He used to have 3-hour-long podcasts without blundering once, without one fumble, without one stutter. Now the first sentence out of his mouth, because we have Islam, we see it, and we're like, what are you saying?
No, Sonny. We should maybe not even on stream, like just offline or something. Because I don't know if people would be interested. watch an old podcast of his that we used to watch too. And just,
I think it was better back then. I think he's gone downhill.
but let's see, because bro, I feel like if he said this in 2023, I'd have been like, yeah, bro, like that guy's him, bro. Masculine energy, bro. He's an idol. Like I would have sat there and been like, yeah, bro, he's probably his idol. You're my idol. I would have said some bullshit like that too, bro. Now we looking at this. Why are we looking at this, bro? Because both of us both understand we are nothing. We're nothing, bro. You know what I'm saying?
And we know nothing.
I feel like that's why we're able to see this and be like, what the hell were we watching, bro?
Yeah. And I think that's why so many Muslims that had Iman like just didn't fall for Tate.
Yeah.
Because you already have the best example, bro. You already have him.
Yep.
You already saw past the propaganda.
The
you
one
already follow
who
the Prophet Muhammad.
the
peace be upon
one
him.
who walked into the city that he conquered after 20 years of being persecuted with his head bowed down to the
Do you know what Tate did to SNEAKO this Ramadan?
What? No, I don't actually.
Bro, this is so messed up, bro. Dude, he doxed SNEAKO's family.
Why?
Like his mom, and then he twisted a story that like SNEAKO's mom is like some weird hypnosis psychiatrist that's doing MK Ultra on SNEAKO for him to blow up. Which is so ironic. Cause you work
That's
with
projection.
a hypnotist.
That's projection.
I didn't even think of that till right
That's
now.
projection, bro.
He just projected that.
That's projection.
I don't even know if SNEAKO said that.
Oh my God,
he
bro.
projected that like crazy.
Wow. Wow.
Not nuts, bro.
That's crazy.
And then, dude, Tate, he blundered so bad. Like, he was DMing people on his main Twitter account. Pop it up.
Can you believe this? So, I had this stalker follow me to the masjid at 4 a.m. Then he makes a hate account, and you have look at who was messaging him, encouraging him. Can you believe this? This is the dude that was stalking me at the masjid at 4 a.m. for the Tahajjud prayer. This guy's saying, keep paying the SNEAKO content, totally ignore, stick to the plan. You're really getting to him.
What?
So you have Andrew is encouraging this stalker, right? You don't believe it? This is the guy. This dude here. And here's the messages saying, which one is it? You trying to snipe SNEAKO? Why not?
He DM'd people from his main Twitter account saying, like, keep posting it and say it with this narrative. You're getting to SNEAKO.
No
and then that
way.
person screenshotted it and sent it to SNEAKO. The DMs were Tate. Like, he got caught. Let's see what he has to say. And then his whole expose about SNEAKO was that SNEAKO's gay. Imagine that. You're like,
that's
imagine
some
me. We
bullshit,
have a
bro.
falling out, and it's like, oh my gosh, like I have like the craziest dirt on Farsi.
He's gay.
And then it's like he's gay. Like you would think it's a joke. Like you'd be like, what? Like,
Really?
trust me, I've been with SNEAKO like before I was Muslim, and he
He's
was
not
too.
gay.
He ain't gay, fool. He ain't gay. That's the last thing from gay.
Hey! It's haram, bro! Astaghfirullah, bro!
Astaghfirullah, bro.
Cut him off. The two biggest idols in his life, both, when they spent time with him, had to cut him off. There's a common denominator. Because the actions he undertakes, the snakery, the sneakiness, the constant betrayal, that's why he finds himself in the position he's in. Even the few friends he has left, he's constantly warring with, insulting, trying to make content about in a negative way. It's his problem, it's not our problem. But I think it says a lot that both Ye and I had to cut him off.
It's just like you could see the misguidance on Tate, bro. Because anyone that's on the truth that sees what SNEAKO's going through understands it's a spiritual battle.
I think
bro.
it's hitting him, bro.
Like SNEAKO's friendships where there's like politics involved and this in a grander scheme at play. And you see them going back and forth with clip farming. Like, bro, what's their brotherhood? You know? Like a guy that's only streaming with girls. And then there's a guy that's like on Dean. Like, what's their glue that holds that friendship together?
Is
Streaming?
SNEAKO close with Clav?
I don't know, bro. It's like that's what you see my point that I just said. Like, what's their glue? Streaming?
Yeah.
Streaming, they both like hoes. We all like hoes. Just we don't act on it.
Never.
We suppress those desires.
Never.
I mean,
I love Islam.
but we don't like
I
hoes.
love
Honestly,
Allah.
actually, you know what's funny? I don't even
love
like hoes.
Allah. I love Allah so
I don't
much.
even want hoes. Just like
Alhamdulillah
that. I don't even want
Rabbil
hoes. You
May
know
Allah
why?
preserve us.
If you're that easy, just like that.
Just like that.
Ye didn't cut off SNEAKO. He literally sent him a track from the album early to debut. Yeah, so he'd just be lying about him.
Lying, bro.
And bro, I'm telling you, bro, once Ye comes back out of this whole thing, he's gonna realize SNEAKO was the only real one around him this entire time. Mark my words. Tate wanted to do clothing brands for Clav. Like, yeah, bro, it's just,
bro,
mad cringy.
how does it feel to be in the top of the lines, front lines of fighting against the Muslim propaganda?
Alhamdulillah, bro. It's an honor.
No, but how does it feel, bro? 2 years ago, you were not even Muslim, and now you're in the front of the lines fighting against the propaganda.
Yo, you want me to be real with you? It doesn't even feel like it. It really doesn't feel like it.
Feels
Because
like you've
every
been
time
Muslim
I'm
your whole life?
streaming, bro, I'm just like with you or with Beck.
It doesn't feel like you're
I
fighting.
just feel. Are we having a different? Is our conversation any different than what we talk about all day off camera?
Nope.
SNEAKO's the one that's like really in like behind enemy lines.
Yeah, he be on it, bro. Professor Jang interviewing him. Hey, I have a
Bro,
lot
man,
of
Allah
respect.
guide Professor Jang, bro.
If Professor Jang becomes Muslim, bro, I'll be honest with you, bro. That is like this generation's proof that Islam is the truth. What I mean by this generation means like, bro, these brain rot kids.
Bro, there's nothing intellectually.
Like, fam, all these people following, like, bro, this guy is so smart, this and that. Fam, we're talking about the people who are genuinely striving for truth and having that sincere. No, it's not stop. Guys, you know what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying, bro.
Yo,
I'm not saying
stop
he's
spamming.
this like fam. I'm not saying he's actual proof, chat. What I am saying is that as a Gen Z brain rot TikToker, where all you guys consume is just, oh my God, look at this clip of Professor Jang talking about Iran. Look at this clip of SNEAKO talking about this, Andrew Tate talking about that. And then all of a sudden these guys are, I'm Muslim. Ashhadu an la ilaha illallah, ashhadu an la ilaha illallah, ashhadu an la ilaha illallah. Brother, how many more shahadas, bro? He's not even a professor. I know, bro, but come on, bro.
There's so many people that have accepted Islam, celebrities that are just quiet about it too. Mad celebrities that have accepted Islam and they're just not public about it. A lot of them.
I wish they were public about it. Actually, you know what? No, you know what? It's actually smart.
No, you know what?
Sometimes.
No, it's you know what it is, bro?
What is it?
You really, as an influencer, you can't be public about being Muslim until you have like iman and knowledge.
Iman and knowledge, yeah, you're right.
And then even still, you have to gradually get the message out. Yeah. What do I mean by that? Right? First, I don't know if have I already told you this? My journey of like telling people from like nobody knowing to people knowing. Did I tell you that?
No, you did not.
It was, you know, honestly, Allah planned it perfectly for me. But at first, nobody knew. It was like 2 people. First few months, right? Nobody knew. I was like Muslim. I still said Muslim like that. I wouldn't pray to Allah. I'd still pray to God, right? Okay. Then I'd start telling like the corner store guys. I'd start telling the cab drivers, and I'd see how excited they get. They're like, wow. Oh my gosh. You know, they go crazy. And then what happened? I had a girlfriend, that I met at like a pizza shop. And so we went on some walks and we weren't even doing anything haram because like I was starting to get like pretty serious iman. So I didn't want to like do any, anything sexual. And so I would talk to her about God, right? And after like a week of talking to her about God, you know how girls are with, guys that are like, or I don't know, maybe not you guys, but with successful dudes, they're like, oh my God, you're so smart. Like there's nobody else like you, like all that stuff, right? And then I told her I was Muslim and everything switched. She's like, no, the blood of Jesus isn't gonna protect you. Like all of that. And so she would start hitting me with like, there's multiple different Qurans and your Quran says Jesus is part God and this and then. And so I would have to like look into things because bro, when you tell people you're Muslim, you're going to get pushback.
Yeah.
Whether it's, the propaganda they heard about what guys in Afghanistan are doing or whether it's about the prophet doing this or whether it's about the Quran saying to kill the infidels, no matter what, you're going to get one of the objections they have to Islam, right? And so me doing it very gradually, right? It was like slowly expanding my circle. And every time you expand, same way when you hit the gym and you like rip those weights.
Yeah.
You have to like get used to that. And you got to learn those objections and you got to get strong there and then you can expand a little bit more.
Yes.
Right?
Yes, I agree.
And then you can expand a bit more. And I just kept doing that in my real life until I was like, bro, this is
now I'm ready.
This is the truth.
Yeah.
Any objection, anything people throw at me, there is an answer to it. Until I became confident in that any objection people throw at me, that there is an answer, That's when
I mean, it's a responsibility too, bro. You're not just saying it to like your next door neighbor, bro. You're now speaking it out publicly in front of millions and millions of people. And there are people out there, like for instance, like 𝐈𝐶𝐸. He's said it on stream before that he's converted to Islam. And you know, if that's the truth, then you know that's amazing. Alhamdulillah. But bro, like there's no need for Speed to go on the internet and be like, guys, I'm officially Muslim. That's a huge hit on his nafs. Like, you know what I'm saying? His nafs will be eating that up. And I'll be like, yo, let's see how they react. Ooh, they reacted really good. Let's do it again. Let's be Muslim more for the people, not for Allah. Like, you know, it's like, why do you gotta go through that problem? Why do you gotta go through that challenge? You know what I'm saying? You can be Muslim privately, learn through your own mistakes, through private, you know what I'm saying, privately learning. And then when you feel like it's ready, you make dua and you make sincere intentions, and then you can publicize it. And bro, honestly, bro, us being Muslim publicly is a very difficult job. It is difficult because think about it, we have to renew our intentions over and over. You know, why are we speaking? What's the point of this? Is the point to get more views, to get more money, to get more clout? You know what I'm saying? Or is it really to speak the truth? How do you feel about SNEAKO saying Jesus is king? And you know, that's an interesting take.
I personally don't like saying that stuff just because it's like
it's like an interesting
because the way they use it is saying that
he's God.
Is God. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I get what he's doing. It's just like I personally don't.
But is he king?
Because like, bro, there's only so much you can bend for these fools, bro.
You know what? I disagree with saying that. Why? Because Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala gave us free will.
Yeah.
But the free will is limited. He gave us freedom with our free will, but he never gave us salvation. This world was not meant for us to conquer as kings. Because the true king is God himself.
Yeah.
So to say that even, bro, Prophet Muhammad ﷺ is the greatest creation, right?
But even he's king.
No, even he said he's not king. He would walk into rooms and people would stand up and he would say, no, sit down. He was asked by Angel Jibreel, you can be a prophet that has all the riches, all the kingdoms of the world, all the powers in the world, right? Or to just be a servant, to be, poor, to just be a servant to Allah. Prophet Muhammad, the greatest creation of all time, said he just wants to simply be a servant. So I mean, if anyone's the king, it's him, right? But we don't even say that, bro. Allah is the king.
Facts. Someone said, I believe God has incarnated many times in human form.
Oh my God, bro. Come on, bro. Like, where is
I've already...
No, but like, that's gotta be rage bait, bro.
No, probably.
I believe that God has been incarnated.
I've already dismantled this point so many times, but you know what my new favorite way to roast this is? Bro, God knows you as a human better than you know yourself. He knows why you're saying what you're saying. Is it from past trauma as a 5-year-old that's manifesting now? Is it from you reading a street sign earlier in the day and that number or that word pops into your head now? He knows that so much that him coming down and experiencing life as a human is so limiting to what he already knows about humans.
Bro. So limiting.
Do you get what I'm saying?
Yes, I fully
Like he
understand.
already knows you humans better than we know ourselves because he's our creator. Like as humans, we don't even know the optimal diet. You have guys saying be a carnivore, be a vegetarian, be a pescatarian, be a this, be a that. We don't even have like an optimal human diet. We've been here thousands of years and we don't have like a eat this at this time and do this and do that. We have theories. And different guys saying different things.
Bro, to compare
there's no
God,
objective truth. So it's like to say like God come down multiple times to experience being an Indian and being a this and being a that. It's just like, why would he need to? He created us.
Bro, to compare God to humans is like, bro, by definition, by principle, putting a finite boundary to his realm of who he is. Right? Because like even as a Muslim, right, when Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says that he has a throne, we don't know what that means. We don't know if the throne looks like the throne that we have in this world. When Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says his hand, we don't know what the hand means, right? What is it? We call the clock, we call the hand of the clock a hand as well. So does that mean when we say the hand of the clock that the hand of the clock has 5 fingers?
Yeah.
Do we know that God has 5 fingers? Do we know that God has eyes when he sees? We don't know these things. We only know because of the information that God has given us.
I was just about to say that. And what facts, bro? We know what he isn't by what he tells us he isn't. We know what he is by what he tells us he is.
Exactly,
We're not out here just making things
and
up.
we're just giving him, oh, Human form, brother. That is like, bro, I respect your try. I appreciate the fact that you're trying. But let's think deeper. Let's think deeper than that for a second. Use the intellect that God has given us. Let's dig deep for a second. Why are we putting a limited like boundary on his being, bro? Humans have 5 fingers. Why not 6? Then why not 7? Then why not 8? Then why not 12? Then why not 20? He doesn't have, we don't know. It's the question, the answer is we don't know.
We understand some aspects of God, but we don't understand the how, right?
Yes, he's given us what we know, and we
Like, and you're not even supposed to question the how because he hasn't told us, right?
yeah.
Like you're not, because then you're getting into,
Wait, say that again.
you're
To
not
question
even
the-
supposed to question the how. Let me give you an example, right?
Well, God question. God asks. God
the
tells
how,
us-
the how. Look, no, because once you start guessing the how, you're getting into theory.
Oh, the how is in like how is he God?
Like, okay, God's all knowing. We know he's all knowing.
But how is he all knowing?
How is he all knowing? Oh, it's because he has a marble with balls that go into it and he sees this and that. We don't know.
Like first, let's focus on the stuff that's in our
No,
realm.
like we know he's all knowing.
Khalas, bro.
You don't
Khalas,
need.
bro.
And what's the point of understanding like the how is he all knowing? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like that's so beyond
won't-
our comprehension.
it's beyond our
God's
com- my
most
brain will-
just. Like the scales we're judged on, bro, are so outside of our comprehension, bro.
Yeah.
I used to play Fortnite tournaments. It was 10 games. Each kill was 1 point, and like every time you like rank one higher, it was around a point, right? And bro, every time you die, like bro, at the end of the tournament, if you ranked 1 point, if you got one more kill, you would be like 500 places higher in this tournament. You'd be like, damn, out of 10 games, if I just got that one kid when he was one shot, I would have made an extra $100. I would have been 700 places higher, right? Dude, think about, that's a Fortnite tournament where you can clearly see the points. Imagine like the scale of the afterlife, where it's your deeds, what you looked at, what you smell, like everything. And then it's multiplied based on your intentions.
Yeah.
And things are forgiven if that forgiven is accepted. Like, bro, can't even comprehend.
Can't even fathom.
Can't even comprehend it.